The automatic transmission of your Audi is controlled electronically, meaning there are no mechanical linkages between the shifter and the transmission. This eliminates many moving parts as well as offering increased functionality of the system. There are several available modes of transmission: P or Park, N or Neutral, DS or Drive Sport, which provides forward motion in either standard drive mode or in a more energetic sport mode, R for Reverse, and Tiptronic, which allows for selecting the shift points manually. The shifter remains in its default position, except for selecting gears or changing drive modes. It will always return to its normal position after shifting. There are two electronic buttons on the left side of the shifter, a lock button and the park button. The default position with the vehicle at rest is park. To shift out of park, the engine must be running with your foot on the brake. Press the lock button on the shifter to release the shifter. Then select Drive by moving the shifter backward to the first detent and release. The selector lever position is shown next to the lever. It is also shown in the instrument cluster display. When shifting from park to reverse with your foot on the brake, press the lock button, then push past the first pressure point to bypass neutral. You will hear a confirmation tone when in reverse, and R will appear in the tachometer display. When neutral is selected, the vehicle can roll freely if the brake or parking brake is not applied. If the engine is switched off when the vehicle is in neutral, it will remain in neutral for approximately 30 minutes, and then park is engaged. This is useful for automatic car washes when the vehicle needs to remain in neutral. When driving, the normal D drive mode is the default. Switching to the sport mode will give you upshifts at higher RPMs for greater acceleration and quicker downshifts to take advantage of engine braking. To select either of these modes, simply rock the shifter back while driving to toggle between D and S. The mode designators will appear in the tachometer display. You can also choose your own shift points by selecting Tiptronic mode. To do so while in drive, tilt the shifter to the right. The M symbol for manual will now appear in the tachometer. While in Tiptronic, push the shifter forward quickly to shift up one gear, or pull back briefly to downshift. You can also use the paddle shifters on the back of the steering wheel to perform the same function. The right-hand paddle upshifts and the left-hand paddle downshifts. If you fail to shift before the engine reaches a critical speed, the transmission will shift automatically to prevent stalling or over-revving the engine. To return to automatic shifting, simply tilt the shifter to the left. When exiting the vehicle, press the park button on the shifter. If you turn the ignition off while in drive or reverse, park will be engaged automatically. And if the vehicle was in Tiptronic mode, the shifter will return to the standard drive position and shift to park. The drivetrain of Audi vehicles is truly a marvel of engineering and advanced technology, and the drive-by-wire functionality means more precise shifting, greater control, and increased safety. Be sure to read your owner's manual for all of the capabilities of your electronic shifter, as well as any tips and warnings.